Hi there, and thanks for checking out this video. I'm John from TennisCompanion, and today we're doing a deep dive on multi-filament tennis strings. Although construction and materials can differ, multi-filament tennis strings are typically produced by weaving together hundreds or in some cases thousands of synthetic microfibers or filaments to form a single strand. The result is a forgiving string with prominent characteristics that include power, comfort, and a soft yet responsive feel. As far as materials go, nylon is the most common and typically serves as the string's foundation. However, you'll also find the integration of other materials, such as polyester, to modify a particular string's performance. If you're looking to add some extra power to your game, then multifilaments are an excellent option to consider. Their materials, which often include nylon fibers and polyurethane for bonding, combined with their construction style, results in a resilient string that returns energy to the ball. Beyond power, one of the most significant reasons players gravitate towards multi-filament tennis strings is for their comfort and soft feel. Their unique construction weaves together many elastic fibers and lends itself to a forgiving response that reduces shock and vibration, which is easier on a player's arm. Another area where multi-filament tennis strings tend to outshine other synthetic alternatives is with how well they maintain their tension. Although all strings lose tension, the material and construction of multifilaments helps reduce tension loss for more consistent and longer-lasting performance. A trade-off to the power offered by multifilaments is control, which they lack relative to other stiffer, lower-powered options like polyester. Although not necessary, some players who use multifilaments for their comfort and feel will compensate by increasing tension, which lowers the ball's trajectory for more control. Due to their materials and construction, multi-filament tennis strings are also more susceptible to string breaks, especially under large amounts of stress. To improve durability, you might consider increasing the gauge or thickness of the string, combining as a hybrid with a more durable alternative, or using string savers. Although topspin is primarily a result of a player's technique and grip, combined with sufficient racket head speed, some strings are better at enhancing spin than others. When you strike a ball, the strings deform and move, and some like polyester quickly snap back into place to aid topspin. However, multifilaments won't snap back nearly as much and often stick, limiting their potential for topspin. As a result, you'll also find multifilament strings move out of place and become misaligned. Although it has a negligible impact on performance, it does have a tendency to annoy some players who need to continually straighten them, so it's worth noting. Multifilaments differ from polyester monofilaments in that they're composed of many smaller fibers, while polys are one thicker solid strand or filament. Furthermore, multifilaments usually consist of softer nylon versus stiffer polyester. As a result, these strings have drastically different performance characteristics, with multifilaments delivering power, comfort, and tension maintenance. On the other hand, polyester strings offer control, spin, and durability. Synthetic gut usually consists of one large nylon filament at the core with one or more additional outer wraps or layers of smaller fibers. They'll offer roughly the same pros and cons as multifilaments. However, multifilaments offer added comfort and generally outperform synthetic gut, which you'll find reflected in the price. If you're looking for a step up in quality and performance from multifilaments, then natural gut would be the solution. Once again, natural gut offers similar performance characteristics. However, multifilaments are synthetic, while natural gut comes from a labor-intensive process that transforms the outer fibrous layer or serosa of cow intestine into tennis strings. Although the manufacture of multifilaments has come a long way, natural gut remains the gold standard for power, comfort, feel, and tension maintenance. Of course, there's a catch. Top-rated natural gut is more than twice the cost of the best multifilament tennis strings, so you'll need to take that into consideration. If you opt to string with multifilaments, two decisions you'll need to make are the gauge and tension you'll be using. All else equal, a lower gauge or thicker multi-filament will be more durable, while a higher gauge or thinner option will offer greater topspin and feel. If you're new to tennis and looking for a recommendation, then a 16 gauge string is an excellent starting point. Next up, lower tensions enhance perceived power by increasing the trajectory of the ball as it leaves your strings, while higher tensions have the opposite effect, which translates to greater control. If you're stringing a racket for the first time, you can start in the middle of your racket's recommended string tension. Then, based on your experience, adjust up or down to your preference. Hybrid stringing involves the combination of two different strings, one for the vertical mains and another for the horizontal crosses. Often, multifilaments are combined with stiffer polyester strings to strike a balance between their contrasting performance characteristics. It's worth noting that the string you use in the mains will dominate the overall feel, so using a multifilament this way will offer more comfort, power, and a softer feel. If you'd like to learn more about hybrid stringing, be sure to check out my guide, which I've linked in the video's description. As your strings wear, they'll begin to form notches at the intersections. These are helpful to keep an eye on because as they get deeper, they'll be more likely to break. However, another sign to watch out for is fraying, a natural part of the aging process for multifilaments, where the small fibers begin to fray due to friction. Of course, you don't need to restring your racket at the first sign of fraying, but as it becomes more prevalent, it's a good indicator to help gauge when it's time to restring. Beyond those visual indicators, if you begin to notice a drop in control, spin, power, or the comfort of your strings, then it may also be time to replace them. If you'd like to learn more about multi-filament tennis strings, including my picks for the best, be sure to check out my guide, which I've linked in the video's description. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. And if you'd like to join me for future videos, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.